morning, I'm Lydia Seebeck, the Rogue Agronomist, and in today's episode, let me help you plan your garden and when to plant particular crops for better success. If you're like everyone else right about now, you're totally dreaming about planting your seeds. I do counsel some patience. It's not quite time yet for planting outside. We're getting there though. And it depends on what type of crop you want to plant. Kale is one of the most cold hardy veggies out there, and it can handle down to about 27 to 25 degrees even as a baby, as a seedling. And it likes it cool, it doesn't like the heat. This is one you want to plant a whole lot sooner than peppers. Peppers love the heat, they can't handle any frost at all. You want to start these inside early and then plant them out after all danger of frost is gone. So what do you plant what? Okay, cold hardy veggies. These are the ones that can handle 25 or so degrees even as a seedling. Some of these you plant inside much earlier on, such as broccoli, cauliflower, parsley, and celery. These are the ones you want to start inside under lights if you can, pretty early on. Directly so, you don't want to pre-start radish. Radish is going to be 3 to 4 weeks to full harvest. They're really quick. They're up, and by July they're already going to seed, for crying out loud. So radish, mesclun, lettuce can go either way. Pea, these are all ones you want to do directly sown outside. The timing I use for cold season veggies is this. When meadowlarks come back to Colorado, that means the insects are starting to reemerge from the soil. When the insects reemerge from the soil, that means the soil temperature is above 40 degrees. That means it's warm enough for your cold season crops. It's a good metric to use because it doesn't matter what the calendar says. It's what Mother Nature is actually doing. And it makes for a very flexible schedule that varies with our variable weather. Gets a little bit warmer, the dandelions are blooming. When the dandelions bloom, it's time to plant your half-hardy veggies. This is your carrots, your beets, your chard, potatoes, although you could plant potatoes a little sooner, your parsnips. These are all directly sown, and those overnight lows are usually about 28, 29 on average, no lower than that. And that's when your half-hardy veggies can start to thrive. Then there's the ones that require really warm weather and can't handle any frost at all. Tomatoes and peppers, of course everyone loves their tomatoes and peppers. You have to start those inside well in advance, a couple months in advance of your last frost. This is about the time right now, actually. So you start your tomatoes, you start your peppers inside. The rest of these, your corn, your beans, your squash, zucchini, cucumbers, all of these, okra especially, you want to start directly sown outside after all danger of frost is gone. The metric I use for this is when the migratory hawks return, the Swainson's hawks, the hummingbirds begin to return, and when roses start to bloom. Roses are pretty widely adapted to the local climate metric that you can use because even in Southern California, when the roses bloom, it's time to start your tomatoes. Here, it's when the roses bloom, it's time to get your tomatoes outside. Either way, wherever you're at, when the roses bloom, it's really warm enough that pretty much all danger of frost is pretty much gone. Of course, check your weather forecast for the next 10 days and make sure of that. Another thing you could do to refine which day exactly that you want to plant is to use the biodynamic calendar, Maria Thune and some of these others, both in print and online, and they can help you refine exactly which day, once Mother Nature says it's basically time. Well, that's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be with you next week for another episode. Have a great day.